Hi everyone, how are you? I'm going to start with a confession. I know, I did say I wasn't going to buy any more fabric, and I asked you to tell me off in the comments if I did, and well, yeah, I'm sorry. But it's not my fault, because who can resist a Godmother fabric sale? There was like 50% off. So yeah, I fell for it. So yeah, let's just dive in. I'll show you what I bought, and yeah, I'll get the confession part out of the way. So I was quite tactical in my purchases. I bought things that I know I will sew up pretty soon and wear all over the spring and summer. So, I mean, I was good in that respect. So the first thing I bought was this linen. So this is called enzyme washed linen, and it's got that real sort of traditional linen look and feel about it. This colourway is called silver, and I got 2 meters of this. I also ordered 2 meters of the exact same fabric in the natural colourway, but my order was quite delayed before it got processed. It was like over a week until they were able to process it, because they had been so busy, I think. And by the time they got round to cutting and packing my order, they didn't have any of the natural one left. So I was really disappointed not to get that. But I did get 2 meters of this silver one. And that's going to be a pair of summery trousers. I also got another piece of linen, and this is a different linen. This is called Cerona linen. I've heard, what's her name? I've heard Lauren from Guthrie Garney talk about this Cerona linen before, but I've never seen it or touched it, and it's really beautiful. It's so smooth, it doesn't really feel anything at all like that enzyme washed linen. It's much smoother, but it's beautiful. So it is literally just plain black, and it has got a little bit of stretch in it. I shall try and show you. So yeah, there you go, bit of stretch. So it's beautifully smooth, really drapey and stretchy, and linen. Oh, wow. I have never sewed with this before, but I'm looking forward to it. This will probably also be a pair of trousers, but it would be lovely for a shirt or a shirt dress, but I only got 2 meters, so I won't have enough for that. So yeah, I think that will be a pair of trousers. I've been making a few pairs of trousers lately, which I shall show you in just a minute. I'll just fold this one back up. And then the last thing I bought was, oh my gosh, this is so nice. This is a piece of denim, and it's called Patchwork Embroidered Denim. So as you can see, it's got all these different squares in with slightly different embroidered effects on there. And again, I've got 2 meters of this, and this is really lovely and lightweight for denim, and yeah, and drapey. So gorgeous. I absolutely love this. I haven't totally decided what I'm going to make with this yet, so if you've got any ideas, pop them in the comments, because yeah, I'm a bit stumped because it is so nice. Even the selvage is nice. So yeah, let me know if you've got any thoughts on that. Maybe a shirt, I don't know. What do you reckon? So because they didn't have the natural coloured enzyme washed linen in stock, I got a refund for that piece of fabric, and I used the money from the refund to buy the new Friday Pattern Company shirt. I've no idea how you pronounce it yet. It's got a very funny name, so I'm going to wait until I hear other people talk about it before I attempt to pronounce it. But maybe I could use this to make one of those. That might be quite nice. We shall see. So there we go, purchases. I am sorry, feel free to tell me off and yeah, say I told you so or whatever. But they were bargains, they were pretty much all half price, so I'm sorry. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Right, let me tell you what I've been making then. So actually the shirt that I'm wearing now is one of my makes from this last couple of weeks. Now I used the Friday Pattern Company Ilford Jacket pattern and I turned it into a shirt. So I made a few modifications to my pattern. I usually make the size small for myself, because it is quite oversized anyway. I mean, I'm not usually a small in ready to wear clothes or anything, but I can get away with it in that pattern. What I did to turn it into a shirt was I shortened the sleeve length. I think I cut the sleeve pattern 9 inches from the top. If you've ever made this pattern, then you'll know that the sleeve piece kind of has a point in the centre. So I measured 9 inches from that point down, and that's where I cut off. I wanted it to be about elbow length. It's probably turned out a little bit long because I'm wearing it like about 1 inch folded up. So if I make it again, I might just do that 8 inches rather than 9 inches. And what else did I do? Oh, I didn't put any of the pocket options on at all, so there's no pockets on this. And the other thing I did was add some little side slits at the side seams. So I've got, yeah, side hem splits at the side seams. Does that make sense? I'll pop some pictures in so that you can see the sort of full length shirt. But I'm really, really pleased with it. I've made it in some medium weight linen that I got from the fabric outlet in Newcastle under Lyme. It was really amazing price. This was £6 a metre. This, and then I also made a matching pair of trousers to go with it. I have been eyeing up the Tessuti Robbie pants pattern. I'm sorry if you can hear Frank. He's having a, oh, hold on a sec. He's found the fluffy bit off the top of my microphone. I was looking for that a minute ago and I couldn't find it. Frank had it. Anyway, where was I? Trousers, yeah. You know Adele from Serenity. Well, she keeps laughing at me because she says all I ever make is Tessuti patterns, and she says I should change my Instagram name to Tessuti Ruth. So here I am telling you about another Tessuti pattern. But anyway, I've been liking the look of their Robbie pants for quite a while. But I had a few other sort of elasticated waist trouser patterns that I wanted to try before I bought another pattern. And I've tried a few now and I haven't really been able to find a style that I really like and that fits me well, etc. So I thought I'll give it a go. I'll make these Robbie pants up. And as you do, I'm scouring the Instagram tag and having a look, and there's some really, really lovely ones. So right, now is the time to give it a go. And I had some yellow, this is turning into a linen vlog, but I had some yellow linen that I bought from Jenny Stitches a few months ago. I thought that would be great. If it works, I'm really, really happy. If it doesn't, I got it for quite a good price because it had a fade line down the centre of the bolt where the fabric was folded. So if it didn't work, it wasn't going to be a big waste of money. But it did work. So let me get them and I'll show you. Right, so here's the first pair that I've made. So they are a bit creased because I've been wearing them quite a lot. But as you can see, they're in this lovely yellow linen, which is actually not too dissimilar to the enzyme washed linen. It's got that sort of proper traditional linen look and feel about it. Really nice and soft, it's lovely. So this is the Robbie pants in, what size did I make? I think I made a size 12. If I didn't, I'll pop it on the screen because I can't quite remember now. But anyway, this is as per the pattern instructions, so no real modifications. So it's got a narrow elastic waistband. I put a tag in here. This is one of the new tags from what Vicky made. It says Sewers Be Sewing. So they're the they're full length, but they kind of hover just above your ankle. But I'm quite short, so if you're taller than me, they might be even shorter than that. And then the pattern comes with pockets sort of here on the top of your thigh. I wasn't too keen about that, so I put patch pockets on the bum instead. But I think they might be a bit big really for these trousers. But it's fine. It was just my first attempt, so I don't mind too much. I used the pocket piece from the Fran pajamas, and they're quite big and oversized, so I think that's why the pockets are so large. Maybe I should have thought about that and sized down on the pockets or used a different piece, but anyway, I'll certainly get loads in there. But yeah, they're the first pair that I made in this yellow linen. I'll pop a picture in so that you can see the full outfit. I'm really happy with those, but I went on to make a second pair, which I shall show you now. Right, these ones I absolutely love. So I did make a few tweaks to the pattern on this one, and this is the exact same fabric as the shirt that I'm wearing. I had enough to make a whole matching set, so I'm really happy. It's a little bit heavier weight than the yellow linen. So what I did with these ones was I doubled the size of the waistband pattern piece, and I used 4 centimetre wide elastic in the waistband instead. That just sort of fits nicer on me. I prefer a bit of a wider elastic, and it stops them from falling down. I did find with the narrower elastic ones, they did tend to slip down a bit more. I think I might have some scraps of that yellow left, so I could always unpick it and put a wider elastic waistband on. Yeah, I might do that actually. There's a really nice way in the instructions of how they fit the elastic. I'll try and describe it without it sounding crazy. But basically, rather than threading your elastic through a channel, which is commonly done on lots of trouser patterns with elasticated waist, this is a bit different. So you sew in one side of your waistband, and then you lay the elastic flat on top of it, and then you fold the rest of your waistband over the top of the elastic, so it's completely encased inside, and then you stitch it all down, and then when you've stitched it down, you just run it through your overlocker to finish off the seam on the inside. It's so much easier, but if you need to adjust your elastic, then it's a bit tricky to get back in. But I liked it. I liked that way of putting in your waistband. Yeah, so anyway, modifications. I doubled the size of the waistband, used wider elastic, and then I used these pockets on this one, and these are from the All-Well Studio Pants pattern, and there's a few different pocket options in that pattern, and I just took these kind of slanted patch pockets off of there and plonked them onto the front here. You probably can move it up a bit if you wanted, and like tuck it right up into the waistband and even into the side seam if you wanted to, but I'm quite happy with how they look. And again, they're the full leg length as per the pattern instruction, which kind of hovers just about my ankle on me. So I'll pop a picture in so you can see the whole outfit, but I really like this one. It feels very summery when I'm wearing it, which was great last week because we had loads of sun. And yeah, it's a bit cloudy again this week, but never mind, the sun will come back. So verdict on the Robbie pants is I really like them. Oh yeah, that's it. I remember sizing now. So I measured in the large size, but I thought every time I've made trouser patterns before, they've been far too big. So I decided to make up the size medium, and they're perfect. They fit really, really nicely. The rise is good, the leg length's good. Yeah, very happy. I think maybe Tessuti patterns, their block just seems to fit me. So sorry Adele, I'm going to keep making them. But right, on to something else. So you may recall that I had plans to make a shirt dress, and I really wanted to try and recreate the new closet core Jenna shirt dress, but I didn't want to buy the pattern. I've been a bit tight, even though I do keep splashing out on fabric. So I've got a really lovely piece of art gallery fabric that I've showed you that I would like to make this shirt dress in, but I didn't want to cut straight into it. So I had a rummage through my stash and I found some really nice fabric that Donna had given me a few months ago. And so I've started to make it out of that. And I've used the Inez shirt, Tessuti Inez shirt, because I know it fits me. I really like where the shoulders sit, and it's all cut out in the right size, so it was easy. So what I did was use that to make the bodice for my shirt dress. So I made a few changes. I measured on me. I put one of my Inez shirts on and measured down the side seam from under my arm where I thought I wanted the dress bodice to finish, and that was about 8 inches down. So I marked that on my pattern piece and just sort of cut it out at that length. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Cut it out at that length. And I did the same thing with the sleeves as well. So similar to how I shortened the sleeves on this shirt, I did the same thing on the Inez shirt pattern. So just shortened the sleeves. And I have got the bodice made up. So I've got my collar in. I've got the yoke, front and back yoke. I've sewn a little label in there. And this pattern does have a box pleat at the back, but for the shirt dress, I've just sort of done a little bit of gathering instead. I thought it might be a bit sort of more flowy and cool with gathers rather than a big pleat. So I'm really pleased with how this is coming along. The next step is going to be, I think I'll do the buttons and buttonholes, and then I can button it up and attach the skirt, because the skirt piece is just going to be 2 rectangles gathered. It's not going to have the buttons all the way down. So I can't remember if I think I've made a dress like that before. I think I've made the daisy dress with just buttons to the waist previously. That's a Rosery Apparel pattern if you've not come across it, another one of my favourites. So yeah, I'll do the buttons and the buttonholes, then I'll put my gathered skirt on. It's going to be midi length-ish, I think, but I can attach the skirt and then decide how long I want it, and then I'll do the sleeves, and then that'll be finished. So hopefully I'll be able to show you this next time. I'm looking forward to it. This fabric's really nice, it's so drapey. It's going to be a gorgeous summer shirt dress if it works. And then I shall be able to make any pattern adjustments that I think I might need, and then make one up in that art gallery fabric as well. So I'm going to have loads of lovely linen trousers, and maybe another couple of shirts, well this one and maybe this denim one, and a couple of beautiful swishy dresses. I'm going to be all set for summer. Yeah, I'm happy with my plans, and I know I did spend a bit more money. I promise I'm going to stop now. So yeah, tell me off, do your worst. I'm going to stop, that's it, no more. Right, what else have I got to share with you? Yeah, this weekend it was the Staffordshire social, so that was really good fun. All the usual ladies were there. We had a lovely time. Becky brought some clothes that she has been clearing out of her wardrobe. She's doing a sort of Me Made May clear out, which was great for everybody else because we got to try on some of her bits and bobs. And I have looked quite a few times at the Wilder gown, but never really sure if it would suit me. But she brought hers along and I tried it on and I really liked it actually, really liked it. It was in a beautiful red patterned fabric and I never wear red, and they all said it looked really nice. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is, once I've made all my summery makes and then we go into autumn, I might think about making a red dress for autumn. Not necessarily plain, it might have a bit of pattern on it, but we shall see. That's a sort of future plan in the works. But yeah, I enjoyed wearing that gown, the Wilder gown. It felt lovely, very swishy, and just like you were sort of gliding around. Yeah, I like that. Got quite a busy week at work this week, so I don't think I'll be doing any evening sewing. And I do have a day off on Thursday, but my husband's having 2 teeth taken out, so I've got to look after him and make sure he's okay. I'm sure he'll be fine, but you know what men are like. Yeah, I think that's it really. I can't think of anything else exciting to tell you. Oh, actually there is one more thing. You might have seen on Alison's recent vlog, Alison, who is so like Dotty, that her husband is super clever and he has got a 3D printer and he's designed these little trays that go inside the storage cabinet on your faff sewing machine. So you can put your sewing machine feet in here, or extra bobbins, little tools and things in there, and you might not be able to see, but it just goes in here and sits in there. I have got bits in there at the moment, so it's not sitting in there flush, but I have tested it out and it works perfectly. So thank you, Alison, that was really kind of you, and I will definitely be using that to keep bits in. Yeah, I'm going to say goodbye now. I'm pretty sure that is it. But thank you anyway for watching. I do really appreciate it. And feel free to give me a like, leave a comment, tell me I'm a bad girl for spending more money on fabric. But yeah, anyway, I hope you have a really nice week and you get time to do some sewing, and I will see you very soon. Take care. Bye now.